Hey fellow human beings, I'm Graham Wilkins.
I'm McKenna Simpson.
And I'm Carter.
This is the New Ulm Middle School Newscast.
Let's go see what Laura and Kai are up to in gymnastics.
I started doing gymnastics in 2008. I was 4 years old.
What do you enjoy most about gymnastics?
I probably enjoy most is the flipping. The best part about being in gymnastics is the environment and the people. I started doing gymnastics because I was always moving, so my parents put me in classes. To convince people, I would tell them how amazing it is.
How long is the gymnastics season?
It is the winter sports season. I am the best of all. My weakness is being clumsy, so I can never balance. The best competition I ever went to was a Gopher Invitation in Blaine.
How old were you when you started doing gymnastics?
I was 13 years old when I started gymnastics.
Why did you start doing gymnastics?
I don't know, I was just interested in the sport. It was just a thing that crossed my mind.
How long is the gymnastics season?
The whole winter. My favorite thing to do is floor because you're tumbling across the floor at different corners and you're dancing, catching your breath, and it's just entertaining.
What is your weakness in gymnastics?
My legs, because they can't get the momentum you need.
What was the best competition you ever went to?
That one's a hard one. I would have to say Wasika.
That was flipping awesome.
Speaking of awesome, let's go see what Mrs. Madsen's up to. What do you teach?
So my primary job is to teach as a special education teacher for students who need extra help with different behavior skills and different academic skills. And then within that I teach math, reading, and science. And then I also teach a social skills class and advisory. And then after school for After School Club, I teach French.
How long have you been teaching?
This is my 15th year.
Why did you become a teacher?
I became a teacher because I started working when I was in high school, actually, with children who have autism. I was an in-home therapist, and I loved doing that. And then I started working at a lockdown school in the cities as a paraprofessional, and I found that really exciting, so I decided to get a master's degree in teaching special education.
What caused you to learn French?
I actually studied French in high school all the way through college. That was what my bachelor's degree was in, is French. So I've been speaking French and learning French and learning about French culture since I was about 13.
What caused you to teach at this school?
My husband and I moved here from north of Duluth, Minnesota. We used to live between Duluth and Ely, way up north. And we decided to move closer to where our family is. So I have family in western Wisconsin and the Twin Cities, so this was a good central location.
Can you tell us about some of your pets?
My classroom, I think I have 9 fish and a snail in my big aquarium. And then we have our bearded dragon, Scarlet. She's a female bearded dragon and she's orange.
Where did you go to college to get this job?
Well, I went to college several times now. I have my undergrad degree is from Stevens Point, Wisconsin, in French. And then I have a master's from Bethel University in special education. And then I'm currently going to Hamline University to become a school principal and a special education director.
Do you have an idol or someone that helped you encourage you to start teaching?
I think the person who most encouraged me to start teaching is the girl that I worked with when she was from 2 years old when she was first diagnosed with autism. I worked with her until I moved away to college, and she's now 24, and she inspired me to be a teacher because I worked with her a lot one-on-one, teaching her sign language and different reading and writing skills, and I just really loved working with her, and it's amazing to see how far she's come from being completely nonverbal to fairly independent adult.
Wait, do you guys think we need a commercial break?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Before I came to Chakota grocery store, my foods were always bland and the same boring shape. Now, my foods are more colorful, flavorful, more cool shaped, and fun.
Here, actually, we have our 3 most delicious.
Wow, very interesting.
And most exotic. Here we have our blackberry. Here is our key banana. And then we have our blue orange and our orange.
Wow.
That was magnifique.
What does that mean?
Fantastic in French.
What are you doing?
Working on the jump shot.
Speaking of jump shot, let's go see what boys and girls basketball is up to.
I started playing basketball in 4th grade, and why I started playing basketball was because I was interested. I played power forward or center. My teammates form a circle around me, and then I go like this, and I just stay like high in the random area. London tried to score on his own hoop when Charlie made a half court, but sadly he called it off. Well, there's some 3-point master, 3-point specialist, 3-point god.
What is the funniest basketball you have this year?
When Dylan thinks he's a 3-point shooter, but he can't shoot threes. I started playing basketball in kindergarten because my dad was a basketball player.
What position do you play?
Point guard.
Who is your favorite basketball player?
And Iverson, because he's got a good crossover.
Are you sick and tired of not having anything to do at your house and traveling is just too expensive?
Yes?
Well, if this is you, try the traveling glove. Here, sir, try the amazing traveling glove. You can travel to any place of your dreams.
Sweet! I think I'll go to Paris.
Wow, I've always wanted to be here.
Bonjour, here, have a croissant. Oh.
Buy the traveling glove for only $59.99 per week. If you call 1-800-GLOBE-ME in the next 5 minutes, you'll get the first 2 weeks free.
What made you want to join basketball?
I joined basketball because I thought it would be fun. It turned out it was fun, so I stayed in it. My biggest influence is probably my teammates because they pick me up when I'm down. My funniest basketball moment was during a game when I tripped over my own feet. My strengths are probably layups, and then my weaknesses are free throws. The best qualities of a team player are probably including everyone, sharing the ball.
What made you want to join basketball?
Why I wanted to join basketball was because both my parents were in basketball and I thought it would be really fun. My favorite part about basketball is probably the competitiveness. One player that I wanted to meet would be Maya Moore because she's on the professional basketball team. My strengths is that I can shoot from pretty far away, and my weaknesses would be just ball handling. I mean, you could always get better. Advice for people who wanted to join basketball is just have fun with it because it's really fun.
Watching that interview made me hungry.
Me too.
Me 3.
Let's see what they're cooking up in the lunchroom.
My name is Chris Kearney, and my job here is the head cook for Graders. Why did I become a lunch lady? Oh boy, that's a good question. A long time ago, I used to be a secretary, and I fed the kids. It was at an alternative school. I was the nurse. I was a lunch lady. I was the secretary. I decided I really liked the lunch lady part, so I thought, when we moved here to be alone, that's what I wanted to do when our youngest child went to school.
What is your favorite food to make, and why is it your favorite?
Oh, that's a good question. You're talking about here at school. That's a tough one. I'm not sure. I know that there are lots of favorites that the kids have, and so I don't have a favorite that I like to make. Kids really like turkey and veggies and the potato. They love popcorn, chicken, they love chicken nuggets. I don't think there's any one specific item. Oh, I enjoy visiting with the kids. I don't get to serve every day, and you guys know that, like I did over at Washington when I worked at Jefferson. But I enjoy visiting with the ladies that I work with. Obviously, right now no one else is here. They're out in other areas working, but I love the ladies that I work with, and I really enjoy visiting with the students. At the end of the week, I don't really feel like cooking at home too much.
The last question is, will you give us any food?
I can give you guys a cookie.
Who's ready for a commercial break?
Are you a vegan? Are you having trouble getting big muscles due to not having any meat in your diet? Trouble with bullies? Now, thanks to the new Muscle Vegan Spray, you can have the biggest muscles possible.
Here you go, Sonny.
Thank you. What is it?
It's a special spray that gives you big muscles.
But is it made with all natural ingredients?
Yep.
Were any animals harmed in the process of making this?
Nope.
Okay. Thanks, Muscle Vegan Spray.
For only 3 easy payments of $99.95, plus shipping and handling, you can get buff, Genie not included.
Who was the first president? I think Donald Trump.
I don't think that's right.
Oh. Let's see if Mr. Wagenstein will know.
Oh yeah, let's see what he's up to.
Well, I guess I've always been a social studies nerd and a history guy. When I was in high school, I wasn't referred to by my name. I was referred to as that history guy. And so it's kind of always just been with me, and I am just one of the very fortunate people who gets to, have a job, which is something that they're really passionate about. Well, I was going into a history PhD program, and I thought that teaching at a college would be something I really like. And I ended up volunteering at this place where we showed middle school and elementary kids how to use arms and armor, and showed them swords, and just got them super excited about medieval history. And it was a whole bunch more fun than writing essays and having academic conversations. And so kind of that experience led me down the path that I'm now here. I think my favorite event to teach is really early human history, when you're looking at the first transition from hunter-gatherers to cities, and why cities are the way they are, and just studying what makes human society similar across all the different continents, and how writing was formed, and that really early stuff is just super fun to talk about. I think my favorite part about my job here is the students. I've taught at a whole bunch of different schools all around Minnesota, and the students here are just really awesome. They're really interested in what we're talking about, and they're really kind and nice, and you don't really see that everywhere nowadays.
3-pointer! Do you even play basketball? Yeah, I play. Left bench.
Speaking of basketball, let's see what basketball coach and 6th grade math teacher Mr. Reinhardt is up to.
Today we will be interviewing Mr. Reinhardt. My first question for you is, what inspired you to be a teacher?
When I was in high school at NUMS, I used to work quite a bit with the kids over at Jefferson, and I had a number of teachers that they didn't push me that way, but I liked them as teachers, and I aspired to be it. At first I wanted to be a Phi Ed teacher, and they talked me into elementary ed because I would have had a better chance at a job because there aren't that many males.
What is the most frustrating thing you've ever encountered in a classroom?
The most frustrating thing generally is when kids don't come prepared to class. They don't show up with their materials. Sometimes it's basically they don't want to, other times maybe they got some tough things going on home and they forget. But if kids don't come prepared to class, they really, it impedes their ability to learn.
What is the funniest thing you have ever encountered in a classroom?
When I was teaching in St. James, I had a student teacher from Gus Davis, and she was deathly afraid of mice. So one day she was presenting a lesson to my 5th graders, and I tied a toy mouse to a piece of fishing string and set it across the classroom, and as she was teaching, I reeled it across the classroom, and she screamed and jumped up on the desk and during the middle of the lesson, and the only reason I did it was she was one that always was given grief and was a prankster, so we had to pay her back. So that was one of the funniest things I remember as a teacher.
How are coaching basketball and teaching similar?
Basically, you're dealing with kids. It's kind of extension of the school day. You're teaching fundamentals like you would teach concepts in a math class, hopefully, to get to a certain point. But you know, as far as extracurricular activities, I think it's important for kids to be involved in things after school. It's basically an extension of the school day. A lot of the things are very similar.
What was your favorite part about this basketball season?
Well, working with the fine young ladies that we worked with and watching them get better and showing great improvement over the course of the year. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
You bet.
Hi, Allie. Hi, Kelsey. So where were you yesterday? I went to the moon. Did you really? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Ready to go to class?
Yep. Where are we? What?
So, Allie, did you really go to the moon?
No.
Buy this lie detector.
Only $14.99 plus shipping and handling. It detects all lies, and that is not a lie.
Chips are so hot. Ow! Is that a hockey puck? Oh yeah, hockey. Let's go see what they're up to.
I joined hockey because my brother and my cousin, they played at an early age and they really influenced me to play, and I'm still playing today.
What is your most memorable play?
It'd have to be in Pee Wee's PWA. We went in overtime against Wyndham, and right after draw, I got the puck and sniped him. One for the team, for the boys.
What is your favorite thing to do on the ice?
Probably to have fun, snipe some goalies, and just be out there with the boys.
How long have you been playing hockey?
Since I was about 3 years old, so about 10 years.
What other sports do you play, and do you play summer hockey?
I play golf for NUMS, and I play summer hockey, yes.
What's your worst injury?
I just broke my humerus bone and dislocated my shoulder about a month ago, and doing physical therapy right now, trying to get it loosened up.
Thank you for joining us today, Braxton.
Thank you for having me.
All right, here's a couple questions we have for you. What is your go-to brand?
I like CCM or Bauer. I like CCM for my sticks usually, though.
Okay. What is your biggest rivalry you have in hockey?
Laverne, for sure. Everybody hates Laverne.
What other sports do you play, and do you play summer hockey?
I play baseball and golf, and I play summer hockey, usually on a high performance, and then in the spring, and then on a different team or camps in the summer.
Alright. What are your favorite wins this year so far?
Albert Lee and Litchfield, they're both top 10 teams in the state, and we beat them.
What do you guys do for conditioning?
We have dry land before practice every day for like 45 minutes, and then we have to skate on the ice. It's really bad.
What is your favorite thing to do on the ice, and why?
Score goals and hit kids. I don't know, everybody likes to do that.
Alright, thank you, Braxton.
Do you love racing? You always seem to lose. This one's for all you slow pokes out there. We found a solution. The best shoes out there, the Super Speeders. These will make you super speedy fast, and you will never lose a race ever again. We'll throw in a special offer. If you buy one right now, we can take half of the price off, which leaves it at $526. See your doctor before you use these special shoes. They may cause addiction to pancakes.
Start?
Yeah. My name is Matt O'Connor. I'm from the Cougar House. I'm in 8th grade and I play hockey.
What inspired you to play hockey?
My sister, because we always used to go to our college hockey games and watch her play.
What is your favorite part about playing hockey?
My favorite part about playing hockey is how fast-paced it is.
Tell me about your favorite position to play.
My favorite position to play is center because you can go anywhere on the ice.
If you had to describe your hockey career in 3 words, what would they be?
Fun, hardworking, and fast-paced.
What are some of your goals as you continue playing hockey?
Some of my goals are making it to state this year and just improving.
Alright, so that's going in the bloopers. Okay, ready? Okay, so alright. I'm Emma Woodley. I'm in 8th grade. I'm from the Cougar House and I play hockey.
Okay. What inspired you to play hockey?
My dad, because he was good at hockey.
Tell me what your favorite part about playing hockey is.
My favorite part about playing hockey is how fast the game is, and I don't know, just hang out with the team.
Tell me about your favorite position to play.
Right defense, because you can stop breakaways and you can skate it up whenever you want also.
If you had to describe your hockey career in 3 words, what would they be?
Fast-paced, fun, and hardworking.
What are some of your goals as you continue playing hockey?
To make it past the playing game, to make it to state. I don't know.
All these interviews are making me bored. Let's go see what these commercials have in store.
Are you dreading your first day back? Well, we've got a solution for you. This box is the middle school teacher's lifesaver. Helps them to not be tardy.
The biggest plus, you don't walk into the wrong bathroom. You don't want to do that.
$9.99 plus shipping and handling.
You know, I haven't been in trouble for like the last 5 weeks now.
Quarter leg, please report to the office.
Hey, while you're down there, go check on Jen.
Hi.
I'm Jen Schmid. I work here at the middle school in the office. I chose it basically, I was working at the hospital, and then I chose it because my kids are in school, so then I would be able to have my summers off at the time, and I was off whenever they were. My most important thing is when teachers are gone, I have to get subs for them, and paras when they're gone, get subs for them, and then I work with the budget too. Probably the same school, doing the same thing, because I really can't go any higher than what I am now. So I get here at 7 and I look at ASAP, which is our computer that tracks all of our absences. And if there's a teacher that is absent, that doesn't have a sub, I have to start calling people, basically beg them to come. And if I can't find anybody, then I go down the list of teachers when they have preps covering the teacher with their prep. And so that's my big job when I get here in the morning. And then I help with attendance from when we get phone calls. And then I just start doing budget stuff, and basically ASAP is the one that takes the most. My favorite part would be working with the kids, because at least they can take jokes. If I worked with younger kids, they'd probably cry.
Thanks for watching.
Wait, I'm back! Thanks for watching!